YouTubers, this is TheDon coming to you with another how-to video. So we're going to start up here today. We're going to do things a little bit different. I'm going to try to get my rank up in the arena and whatnot. We'll see how I do against some pretty tough opponents. So for right now, just enjoy the fight. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is to show you guys how to beat people higher up in the arena ranks than you are. So right now, looking at CuteDream, she's actually the leader of my alliance. Real good player. Upgraded like a motherfucker. Heroes, so we got an 80 star, 160 level Hela is deploy. We got a 100 star, level 162 Exo, or Endo. And then a level 160-90 star Odin as the Exo. And look at all those red fates she just got. She's a beast. Alright, so let's attack her. I know it's probably going to be complete suicide, but the reason for the video is to talk about the deploy. So the reason why I'm talking about the deploy is a lot of people put a lot into their heroes, especially the deploy, because it gives you an extra character that you can fight with or kind of alongside. But it's, in my opinion, which could be, completely false, but in my opinion, the deploy, it should always be like the last thing that you're going to be upgrading as far as your heroes. So I understand why, Cute's got her deploy up so high, because, she's pretty much almost maxed out the other two at her level, and both of them are almost 100 stars anyways. So she's got plenty of mirage crystals and dragon teeth that she can do this with, but for the most general players and whatnot, you won't be able to maintain that level of you won't be able to maintain your deploy as well as you can. If you maintain your deploy but you lack on your Exo and Endo, you're kind of just committing suicide on yourself, because you're not as strong or you're not as powerful as you could be, whereas your deploy kind of just gets hit once and dies. So regardless of whether I win this one or not, I'm going to try to just one hit her deploy and show you guys that it really doesn't do a whole lot. So what I do is line them up, go up off to this left side, and then just try to take them out right away. So there goes her deploy. Now I'm pretty much dead already, and she's gonna kick the shit out of me and whatnot. But with most people, you're gonna hit their deploy one time, and it's gonna fall down, and it's not really gonna do any more damage. Now your deploy is pretty important when you're doing like stage runs and stuff like that, where you don't have to fight somebody active. You're just fighting AIs or bots or whatnot. You're just it's not really, it's useful in those things, but not really useful in PvP. So let's see if we can't do it to Ladydoom. Shout out to you, good friend. So again, line them up on this left side. Oh, trapped me. Alright. Try to kill this dragon, and then ult her to death. So fairly simple. Kind of did my attacks out of order that time, but it got the trick done. So typically, like I did with that one or whatever, summoners for bloodlines are pretty easy, just because they're weak against you. If I was going to fight Knightmare, I'd just probably get one hit. We're going to do it just for the sheer sake of being able to laugh at myself later. But boom. Alright, so I killed his Exo, and now I'm dead. So that's what happens when a bloodline fights a really strong warrior class. So warrior is stronger than bloodline, bloodline stronger than summoner, and summoner is stronger than warrior. And then if you go in that reverse order or whatever, those are your weaknesses. So if you're trying to climb up the arena ladder, you're going to want to, if you're a bloodline, you're going to want to try to fight people that are summoners. If you're a summoner, you're going to try to fight people that are warrior. And if you're a warrior, you're going to try to fight people that are bloodline. And that'll make it easier to climb up the ladders. So the whole reason behind all of that is this, I mean, it's not a new update on my server, but I guess they are still updating some servers with these things. But your protection. So if you go to your setup, you go down to your protection, you get these cute little, you know, light and dark little things, and you can upgrade them to upgrade your people. So you'll notice my deploy 60 star level 101, which compared to me, I'm level 156. So he's pretty well, you know, far back as far as, you know, upgrading wise, but I'll always have time to do that later. I mainly try to focus on my exo and endo, so he really doesn't have anything as far as light and dark on his. Now my Hella, for my dark, I like attack, crit, and toughness. The reason for that is, you know, those three things, if you've watched any of the other videos that I've done, you need toughness in order to crit, and then you need, once you crit, you want to crit as high as you can, so you need deadly, and then, you know, it's all based off of your attack. So those three main things is what you're going to try to work on towards as far as the dark side on your endo. And then for the light side, I have deadly, which is that other part that I was talking about, and plus damage. So you can go into HP, you know, MDef, which is magical defense, dodge, or parry, but as far as your endo is concerned, you're going to want a lot of power behind them hitting, and this is a good way to, you know, upgrade that. As far as your exo, so they're going to be a little bit more tanky, so I kind of just started putting a little bit on him just because I was, you know, tired of having to upgrade my levels as far as my Hella goes. But so I got HP, magical defense, dodge, parry, and, you know, just a little bit of damage and deadly on there just because they were bonus, you know, stats that came with other things. And then for my darkness, I got negative damage and physical defense, and then a little bit of toughness and crit and attack. But you're mainly going to want to focus on things that are going to make your exo survive longer. So obviously negative damage and physical defense. And then for the light side, HP, magical defense, dodge, and parry. So it's pretty simple. It's basic, like what you would do with like anything else that you do with these characters or whatnot. You want your farthest out one to be sort of, you know, if not a tank, then sort of, you know, bruiser class. So you're going to want Odin or something like that, but they're all going to have the same basic concept. You want them to survive so that way your exo can do as much damage as you possibly can. So the easy way to do all this, as far as like your social, have a good, you know, partner, so that way you can always run with them. And then for your incubation, if you have a good partner or that, you know, isn't going to leave you or nothing like that, it opens up this second egg on top. And the reason why that's important is you can sit here and do 2 eggs a day instead of just the normal one. So we're going to open up these eggs real quick and see what hatches. So I got a darkness black beast with attack 40, crit 14, pdef 8, toughness 14, and negative damage 42. Now I believe that the only ones that actually go onto your character is the one that's highlighted in yellow. So the only thing that my character will get is the 40 attack, but we'll take a look and see. So I don't really want to break through on him, so let's put it on my Odin here. So as far as crit, he has no crit, and the one that we're putting on him, see how it basically just says 40 attack. If there was anything else that was going to go onto it also, it would say it right there too. So put that there, use 10,000 coins. Oh, no, it did. Okay, so see how you saw the crit go up to 14? So all of those extra stats went to it also, so not just the one that's highlighted in yellow. So we'll back out of this one real quick, go to my other egg, pop this one open. So plus damage, parry, deadly, HP, dodge, and MDef. So again, I'm going to use it on my deploy as far as right now, just because I'm trying to get him up a little bit. But I mean, it's not going to do very much. So you see the little bar graph, or well, some sort of graph. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it went up on the damage and whatnot. So easier said than done. Planning it out takes a little bit of work. I mean, just as far as like when you're actually doing this, you have two different types. You have a high level incubator, which you can pay gems for, or you can get them through that new dungeon thing that they came out with a little while ago. Let's check it out real quick. So the underground castle, so you can get them here, or you can get them, you can buy them. So I'm already I'm like level 107, and I haven't really been doing this a whole lot. I did it up to level 100, and now I just collect on it every day, so that way I can get the 4 incubators. I haven't really gotten anything too good from that. But anyways, so for your actual incubation, you're going to want to pick the people that you want to use. So, I mean, this looks a little confusing, but basically if you click on God Odin, and then any of them that you type or that you click on this right side, those are the people that people can basically use with you to make the power up that you're gonna get, if that makes any sense at all right now. So if we click God Odin, highlight all of these ones on this right side, if you click on them individually, you'll see what attribute they give. So he gives toughness, he gives HP, physical defense, parry. So now without doing anything else, just click on Hela and you'll see again. So we got plus damage, attack, magical defense, and negative damage. With Baja, we got deadly, magical defense, crit, and physical defense. With our summoner, we got dodge, negative damage, deadly, and toughness. So the only difference between using SS heroes and grade 10 heroes is there is absolutely no difference. So if you look at Hela right now, so these are the attributes that she gives. If you click on Yuna, which is the one that turns into Hela, none of them change because it goes off of your type. It doesn't go off of the grade of the hero. Now I've thought that maybe if I use SS heroes more often in my incubation chambers that I would get higher level little attributes and stuff like that, but I haven't really seen any correlate, how do you call that? I haven't really seen anything that correlates the use of SS heroes versus grade 10 heroes into getting a better, little attribute, right? So it doesn't matter if you're using grade 10 or if you're using SS heroes. Just use whatever you got. You're just mainly focusing on what attributes that you get from them. So basically what I'm going to look for is I want plus damage and attack. So that's my plus damage. That one we don't need. And that one we don't need. Okay, so I have a bloodline. I want to match with either a bloodline or a summoner. Now this part can get a little tricky because once you pick it, right, you can look, if you click the other plus button on the right, you can look and see what's there. So I can match up with this bloodline right here, which is going to give me attack. So I'm going to do that. Now, if I had clicked on any of the other ones that were there, like Pyro or Slashy, even though I had only picked bloodline or summoner to match with, I could still match with other ones, but it's more or less what you can find on them. So if you look at for Julia, she's looking for a summoner type only. So only a summoner type can use Julia's Bella in order to do the incubation chamber. So we'll go to my other one. So now I'm going to do the same thing. Hela, bloodline, summoner. And once we go into here, we have a summoner at the bottom, or we have 2 summoners at the bottom, and they're basically looking for a warrior HP type or a summoner type. So I can't really use them. Now what's going to happen is if I don't pick anybody, my name goes on that list just like theirs is when I pull it up and I can see their names. When they open up their list, they'll see my name now, and it'll see that I'm only looking for a bloodline or a summoner type. To kind of mitigate this and make it a little bit faster, what I like to do is just use one of my alternate accounts that, you know, everybody has, and just kind of make it go by a little bit faster instead of waiting on somebody else to, you know, pick mine an hour or two later, and then it throws off my incubation times and all this other things. I like to kind of schedule my time on the game because I don't like to spend 24/7 on here, even though I usually do, even if it's just AFK in the wilds trying to get EXP and whatnot. But if you do have an alternate account and they do have, you know, one of each type, then you can always go to your social, incubation, choose one of the ones that you wanted for the other one. So I think we're going to do summoner and match it with a bloodline. So what you're going to get back is a negative damage. What I'm going to get with mine is an attack, right? Or not an attack. I believe that one was the plus damage. So we're going to go okay, plus on the other side, and see how I'm the other one matched up. So see how it says requires bloodline type or summoner type, and the match button is highlighted. So let's say if I didn't, let's do a warrior, but I'm looking for a bloodline. Now see how the match button isn't highlighted up, so that means I can't pick that. No matter how many times I try to click that thing, it's not going to go. So pick the one that you're going to want. Summoner, bloodline, match with me, and now both of my eggs should hatch in roughly 12 hours. Now the reason why I use my alternate accounts, I said before, but I hate getting on and seeing that I have a 3-hour delay in one egg from the other egg, because then it just kind of throws all my stuff off. So if I can't find somebody, you know, in game that I can match up immediately, I like to use my alts to just make it go quicker, so that way my time schedule kind of goes together with each other. But I think that's about it for right now. I finally got over 1 million power. Woohoo! I mean, compared to a lot of the other older servers, it's like, okay, you're just another fly on the wall. So we got this new thing. It's called Dragon City Mine Battle. Now, some of you guys might not have this update yet. We finally got it. We own our own little city here, which took a little bit of politic work and just kind of kicking people off as much as we could, so that way you can hold the city. But not to give away too much of it, because I don't really know everything about the Dragon City mines and whatnot yet, so I don't want to make a how-to video for it until I know. But I mean, look at some of these people. They got 1,845,000 power. Like, there's no way. Like, I mean, there is a way, obviously, because they've been playing a lot longer than I have, but man, you gotta be playing for like over a year or so to get that much, I guess. But so anyways, quick little preview. One of these days I'm gonna be sitting here and doing a YouTube video for that. I'm gonna shout out to Ladydoom real quick. Let's see if she talks. So anyways, I think that's about all I got time for today. If you guys have any more questions about the, you know, protection systems or anything like that, or who to do or what not to do, just hit me in the comments. You know, you know, if you look at any of my other things, it says, "Hi YouTube world." I hate these stupid can only speak every couple of seconds. GPC is the best. Come play with us. Awesome. Shout out. Anyway, so alright, so that's all I got time for today. You would grab chest and die. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. If you guys have any questions, you know, hit me up with a comment. Facebook me at TheDon ATR, or hit me up online. My line ID is Sketchundead. However you want to get a hold of me, get a hold of me. If nothing else, just, you know, ask for a YouTube video. I'm actually doing this one for another person that commented on one of my videos. So I don't want to say their name because I don't know if they want to, you know, have a shout out or nothing like that. But I'll talk to them. Maybe I'll give them a shout out next time. But you know, comment, like, share, give everybody a heads up, say hi, do whatever. But good talking to y'all. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.